You have such a great range of work, and I would imagine you have a different, like, you get a different fan base reaction to different things you do. And I don't know, like, the last one was just through the roof. But did you meet a certain different type of fans? Did you get a little bit of a reaction from being in a Bourne movie from the first time around?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, the other action film that I did a long time ago is called Face Off, and so it's I love being part of these movies that have a whole different sort of fan base, and you know, if somebody sees me on the street, they'll go, "Where did I see you?" And it's either usually Bourne Supremacy or Face Off. Because that's the film.
Oh, really? Not in anything else.
Pleasantville often,
really?
quite a bit too.
No, but you don't get like, because to me it's like, because I always have these stages with you of movies that I love that you did. Like now, currently still it's like The Notebook. I figured The Notebook would be a huge one because that hits such a, you know.
I do get recognized quite a bit for, because a lot of people saw that film.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And is there anything though that when you, so now if somebody comes up to you, it is one of those two movies, you don't try to guess. Do you ever try to play that game with anybody when they come up? Oh, I think this is a, so-and-so fan or something.
No, I haven't really done that. No,
Really?
Yeah. I get approached sometimes in the city and sometimes, not, left alone.
Can you pick the people out when you see them? If someone like gives you eye contact, do you know like they're going to come up to me, or do you know that they recognize you? Or
sometimes I get that cue. Sometimes I don't always pick it up, and somebody that I'm with may go, that person was just really staring at you, and I goes like, oh, I totally missed that. But sometimes I'll see it.
Now, in this time around, you finally get a face-to-face scene with the big man himself in this one.
Yes.
I know that the last one, it was like, it was just a phone contact here. So was that almost, would you say that that's kind of like a farewell? I mean, because I don't know whether they're not going to do any more of these or not, but I think they kind of tightened everything up, even though they left it open. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think they accomplished both. I think if this ends up being the final chapter, he was started in the water in Bourne Identity, he kind of ends up in the water in this.
Yeah.
But yet I think it leaves it open for, who knows?
Yeah. Now, coming back not only to your second Bourne, but also the second time you're working with Paul, do you pretty much know what it's going to be like when you get to the set, being that you've already done one? You know, was there anything like new, or it's just like just putting on an old hat? Or
pretty much, this one was the script was kind of changing as we were shooting it, more than on Bourne Supremacy. So we had to kind of stay open and fluid because we might get a new scene in the morning and shoot it that day. And so, we had to stay kind of fluid, and we all had a lot of faith in Paul, and the crew, everybody working on it was really good. So it was kind of like just kind of going with the flow.
Isn't that tough to work not knowing if something could...
Well, I think we kind of all got used to it, and because the film is shot in such small bits, there's not like you have to familiarize yourself with 5 pages of dialogue or anything like that. You pretty much can kind of jump in and be spontaneous.
And not to mention Pam is also, he's pretty cut and dry. You know what her morals are, you know what she can do. So anything they throw at you, I would imagine.
You kind of that core part of the character at this point. Yeah.
Well, knocked another one out. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.